So we all heard it, right? You know, the slap heard around the world. Let's get into it right now on this episode of The Man Cave. Let's go.
Welcome to the Man Cave Podcast, where motivation is a must and accountability is an expectation. Real men, real experiences, and real talk. The mission is clear: to become better versions of ourselves. Let's go!
Yo, how you guys doing? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm Mike, one half of the Man Cave Podcast host. Jay couldn't make it today, but we gonna keep it rolling. You know he'll be here next week. And today we are talking about, you guessed it, that loud slap. And not to make a joke about it, we do have to talk about it because there's learning lessons and learning points within this event, okay? In today's topic, we're gonna talk about humility, right? And accountability, and how it played its part before and after this event. Let's go. So when I talk about accountability, I'm talking about Will in this aspect, taking accountability for his actions from the event, okay? Yes, he got on stage after and he apologized to everyone but the man he was supposed to apologize to, right? Because we know, first of all, let's get this clear. Will was wrong, okay? Or at least I think, and I know, and I feel that Will was wrong in that aspect and in that position, right? But I also do understand why he may have done it, right? Because so much turmoil and things that have been going on in his life in the past few years, that red table talk. Has really put him in the spotlight, and for many years Will has been pushed on us as this perfect person, right? His career has been perfect. Even during his short rap career, I don't even think he swore on any of his songs, right? So he has, up until this point, he has had a persona of being this perfect person, and we all know, or we should all know, that there's no such thing as perfect, right? But with that comes along a lot of pressure to remain perfect, right? And that can be a tremendous load to hold, right? Being human, you are prone to make mistakes, right? That's just human nature. The biggest thing is how you pick yourself up and learn from that situation. But back to what I was saying, he should have apologized to Chris right there. Yes, Chris made a joke as a comedian, and he's been rocking, no point intended, Chris Rock. He's been doing this for quite some time now. I mean, more than 20 years he's been a comedian. Should he had done a little more research, or yeah, he could have. But like I said, one of the great things about comedians are they say what a lot of people want to say, right? And they're unfiltered. That's the biggest part of their art, right? So once you start to censor that art, it gets depleted and diluted. So yeah, we understand that in these times we live in now, there's a lot of sensitivity built around certain things, and you can't say what you used to be able to say, and Chris has to be more aware of that. But even with a relationship, or which we thought they had, you would think that it would be okay. But again, like I said, that goes back to Will being accountable for his actions. And this brings the second part, having humility. Right then and there, while he was accepting his Oscar, I think that it shouldn't have been about his Oscar, right? It should have been, his main focus should have been apologizing to Chris Rock. My problem I had with his acceptance speech we're going to talk about that. And again, that deals with accountability and humility. In his speech, he said that he felt like he was being called upon to protect the women in his life. We know a little bit, if you read his book, you know that he dealt with abuse and seeing abuse through his dad, and he felt like when he was younger, he couldn't protect his mom. And now, as we know, with trauma, that carries along with you throughout your life, really, right? So I understand that, and I'm empathetic and sympathetic to that. To me, I believe that's a little contradictive, a little confusing, right? So you go up there and say you felt like you are called on to do this good or great work, but then you go and use violence to protect, right? So it's kind of confusing. Like I said, you grew up and you seen this action, right? And you said that you are called on to protect, but you exhibit the same type of behavior that you say that you are traumatized from. And I know we are not therapists. I'm certainly not a therapist, but I like to consider myself intelligent enough to kind of read between the lines and kind of dig in further. So I would have liked to see Will take accountability and humility, right? And those for you who don't know what humility means, it's just basically to humble yourself, right? Take yourself from up here personally and bring yourself down to a neutral level, and just apologize that he did that. We all know that if you pay close attention to everything that has led up to that night, right, that the smack heard around the world, we know that Will has been through a lot in a short time. And in that moment, that might have been, the last straw, right? Was it tasteful? No. Did Chris really deserve that? No. Could Will have handled that a better way? Yes. But can I say that with everything he dealt with, can I say if I was in his shoes, I would have been better in that? No, we none of us can, right? So none of us can, because again, we're coming back to the human aspect. How would we handle certain types of pressure? How would we handle some type of turmoil? How do we handle certain things? Every human being handles every situation differently. What we can do is just pray that we are within our right mind. What we can do is seek therapy, seek knowledge, seek health, right? Because again, with all the money Will has, you can clearly see he has problems, if not more problems than money, right? He needs to center himself and surround himself with people who actually care. I know that the awards talked about at first taking his award, and now they ended up just suspending him for 10 years. But I think that's wrong, because if you thought he was good enough, those awards had been decided on before that night. So if you thought that man did a well enough job or a great job to win that award for his work, you don't take that away from him. What you should do, you can suspend him from 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, but what you should do is see if he's seeking the correct help. He's literally hurting right now, and we all hope, and I hope that he finds the healing he needs. It's a tough situation, and it's magnified times 1,000 because he's in the spotlight, the life of Hollywood. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to get on here real quick and have a conversation about it. What do you guys think? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Turn on your notifications. We'll be back next week with a hot topic. Until then, you see our channel's blowing up, a lot of views. We're over 100 subscribers, and we should be nearing 200 subscribers very soon. So we appreciate everything that you guys have been doing since we started the channel in early January. We're going to keep on giving you topics to think about, and we're going to keep making it personal, and so we can all grow. So until next time, I'm Mike, and peace.
Welcome to the Man Cave Podcast, where motivation is a must and accountability is an expectation. Real men, real experiences, and real talk. The mission is clear: to become better versions of ourselves. Let's go!